Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks Part 2. I wasn't able to open the photo, so I just um, took a screenshot of their photo. Now I kind of more understand, and I get so many emails, I really read over them quickly, and they're a scroll sawer. So they want to make something like this. This is a little more difficult. But the problem, and I tried it in the first video, if we go to effects and contour the inside like that 0.2, you lose the balls and everything. So you can always resize it after you're done. So the best way to do it would be to contour the outside. Let's just go like 0.15 and see, then you're going to have that. Now you're not going to, like this is simple and this is more difficult, but you're only going to have, I would actually probably take that out. But if they're trying to do this right here and have 3 layers sticking out, which is pretty cool, but we also need to think about the bottom. They're all sitting on the bottom. So let's do this. Let's contour this thing twice to the outside with rounded corners. Now, you might want to go more. You might want to go less. It's kind of hard to say. But then what you could do is take this whole thing, go up to a object and break the contour apart. And that way you have this right here. And, that's a pretty tight turn. And like I said, that part right there, I really don't understand. But what we could do to make them all, I'm thinking stand up, I would maybe just make a total different base by taking your 2-point line and hold down the control button so it's perpendicular. And they evidently draw in, I draw in, I'm going to change that. I'm going to hit F12 with the keyboard and I'm going to go graphic because I'm going to be drawing some lines. I'm going to make it hairline. I'm actually going to make it, and it doesn't really matter what color since he's a scroll sawer. But that way I can draw this line in a hairline and in red. So I'm going to hold down the control button so it's perpendicular. And then you could just delete all this. And then you could formulate a base. Just kind of use, what I do is I would take this line and maybe bring it down and maybe even expand it. So if we hold down the shift key, it'll grow in both ways. And I do know a little bit about scroll sawing, and you could put a little curve to this, if you wanted to. Matter of fact, let's do that because I think we can mimic it. Let's take the 3-point curve line and let's put a little curve to it. Now I would try to make them both the same. So I'm going to hit the plus key and mirror it. And then I'm going to grab that with my 4-sided X and put it right there. I don't know if I'm on there good enough. And then so we contoured 0.15. I'm going to change my nudge distance to 0.15. And if I grab this line, make a duplicate, well, it's a little bit different. Or maybe not. Yeah, it's a little bit off, but you can, because that's on a different plane. And then you might have to take these nodes here and spread them out a little bit so you have some room for your scroll saw. Your room for your scroll saw to get through. And then just take this and break these lines apart. And then just kind of do the same thing on this one. Just, whoop. See, the reason they don't match up is because it was contouring 0.15 and I'm moving them 0.15, but I'm moving them just one direction. I think I'm not a math guru, but I would grab my pick tool and grab that line and put it right. It should snap right to it. And you could actually probably just delete this line now, and you're going to get that. Now, on this line, you don't want to delete. You want to take your virtual segment delete key, and evidently I'm not on the line somewhere. See that these are short. So just to make it life easier, I'm just going to move them up and then delete these, but you don't want to delete. You want that to, well, he's going to print it out for a scroll saw pattern, and I understand that. So he just needs those marked. Then you could delete that and delete that, but well, what happened? Oh, the centerpiece is going to be this piece. So you're actually going to need I thought for a second I lost the line. So you're actually going to need a line across that. So that's the centerpiece, or basically that's that's the centerpiece, and the other ones are the outer pieces. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult from that, just because of the shape of it. But that should get him going, and you could always take that out. Um, if this is the centerpiece, let's just do that. Let's make the center one green. Let's make the next one, so that's going to be one layer. So it's going to have that. We'll use a lighter, let's use a darker green on the next one. And then we'll let's use red just so it'll show up. And that's what your layers are going to look like. I think I got it this time. Hope that helped. Thank you for watching.